to have a conversation about some side dishes, okay? Because side dishes to me are what will ultimately make or break your Thanksgiving. Now, again, I would love to know in the comment section what you think about respective side dishes. One, I have a question about stuffing. I have seen people, and I have listened to some podcasts this week where people talk about doing their stuffing or their filling or whatever they want to call it. They chop up bits of sausage and put it in their stuffing. Now, I'm not saying that's bad. I think it actually sounds pretty good. But I think that is a violation to add sausage to your turkey stuffing. Now, if it's a separate thing, I think it's okay. But I don't fully understand the point. But okay, you guys can let me know if I'm crazy. Stuffing has the ability to be a fantastic side, right? Here's how you're going to take it next level. So you're going to make your stuffing, right? You don't have to make the stuffing, and like I said, we're not shoving that in the bird. That's just dumb. Put your stuffing into like a metal pan, right? Get the disposable things. Everything Thanksgiving, you want to make your life easy. Disposable pans, that is critical. Okay. Put your stuffing in the pan. Maybe put a few pads of butter on there. Put it in the fridge. We have almost all of our sides are done today. My wife, she took the time. Did a lot of the sides. So you put the stuffing in the fridge. You let it sit. And then guess what? Before it's time for everybody to eat, you take the pan drippings that come from your spatchcocked turkey. You add that to some gravy, or you add some of those drippings, and you add that over the top of your stuffing. Your stuffing is going to be the best it's ever been. 100%. It'll be the best stuffing you've ever had in your life. So that's stuffing. Mashed potatoes. Is there anything better? Is there a better preparation for potatoes in this life than mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving? It is fundamental to a good Thanksgiving plate. I have seen people talk about scalloped potatoes as if scalloped potatoes belong anywhere near the Thanksgiving plate. I would not say that's domestic terrorism, but I might say it's domestic terrorism. Why on God's green earth, if you have the ability to make food, why would you put scalloped potatoes on the plate on Thanksgiving? It's mashed potatoes all the way, 100%. Now, if you want to add a little bit of garlic, we'll do some roasted garlic potatoes. Make sure you roast the garlic first. Nobody likes raw garlic. Roast the garlic first. That's fine. A little bit of butter. Add that to the mashed potatoes with plenty of butter and heavy cream. And enjoy your mashed potatoes. You deserve it. You 100% deserve to enjoy those mashed potatoes. Okay, the gravy. We talked about this with the stuffing, but don't forget, use some of those turkey drippings in your gravy. That's how you take gravy and you make it next level. Okay, that's easy. Sweet potato casserole. We can all agree that marshmallows belong on sweet potato casserole, right? I know a few people who've said, not a big fan of the marshmallows. And those people, I'm pretty sure, are out of their minds. Sweet potato casserole absolutely needs to have marshmallows. You want to go mini, you want to go big boy marshmallows on top, whatever you want, add it to your sweet potato casserole. I got no notes for you. Here's a good thing for you to do. If your family is one of the ones that kind of freaks out about the green bean casserole, you can already buy the like the dried onion bits, right? Like the crunchy onion bits, and kind of sprinkle them over the top of your green bean casserole. Do that. You want an easy life hack? Use cream of mushroom soup. Really simple. Cream of mushroom soup. If you have a family who demands like canned green beans, I don't know why, but apparently in this family, that is a thing from a request from one side of the family, not my side. They want the canned green beans. If you have people who are open to it, you do fresh green beans and you make a green bean casserole that way. Whatever. Cream of mushroom soup is a very good life choice. You could do that. Drop those crispy onions on top. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are fantastic. You know what you could do to make Brussels sprouts even better? Pancetta. Do a little bit of pancetta in a pan. Add it to your Brussels sprouts. Roast those suckers. You will thank me. And if you want to go next level, if you're a good Italian out there and you want to take Brussels sprouts to the next level, you do Brussels sprouts, you do pancetta. You can even hit a little bit of balsamic. I'm just saying it's going to change your life. Now, mac and cheese is a very interesting one, right? So Amadeo says, baked mac and cheese is a must. I will tell you that growing up, I did not have mac and cheese on my Thanksgiving plate. And it actually took me a while to kind of come around on it because I don't necessarily think that mac and cheese does belong at Thanksgiving. But since we're doing a brisket this year, well, we're definitely doing mac and cheese. My wife already made it. Now, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm going to see if I can find it really quick. I want to find her TikTok for it. So Teeny, who was on Next Level Chef, Teeny, Tini, she has a mac and cheese to die for. Like, it is by far the best mac and cheese recipe you will find this side of the Mississippi. Bunch of different kinds of cheese on the inside. You do a layer of the mac and cheese once it's cooked, and then a bunch of cheese, and then another layer of mac and cheese, and then more cheese, and then another layer, and then more cheese. Look up the recipe. It is fantastic. It will blow everyone's mind. It's not hard to make. Use Teeny's mac and cheese recipe. You will be happy for it. So let's see. We've gone down. Let me double. We got the turkey. We got the brisket, mashed potatoes. We have stuffing. We talked about Brussels sprouts, green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole. With mashed potatoes, I'm going to put a poll up over on YouTube real quick because I need people to let me know if they think this is crazy or not. When I think of mashed potatoes, of course you think of gravy, but I also think of corn. Does corn belong with mashed potatoes? That's the poll. It's a really simple poll. I've now thrown it up there on the Russ Joy Show YouTube channel. Does corn belong with mashed potatoes? I say 100% yes. I'm not looking for anything crazy, okay? Canned corn, you want to throw a little bit of extra butter in there, some salt and pepper, live your best life. You want to microwave it, you want to put it on the stove, I don't care. But when that Thanksgiving plate comes out, I fully expect that if I am at a Thanksgiving dinner, there is corn ready to be placed atop the mashed potatoes. You take the spoon, you make a little divot in your mashed potato, you drop the corn in, you pour the gravy over top, and you feel better about the world. You can have a terrible day. Thanksgiving Eve, maybe you go out to Club 18 in Pottsville, and you drink way too many Chetties, a.k.a. Chesterfield Ales, and maybe you have explosive diarrhea the next day. I'll tell you what's going to make you feel better. Mashed potatoes with gravy and corn. If you don't have the corn, you pretty much feel like, you hate your life the next day. You want corn in your mashed potatoes without a doubt. Like on top of it. I'm not saying mix the corn into the mashed potatoes, like into the big mash. That'd be weird. But put the corn on top of the mashed potatoes with a little bit of gravy. You're going to feel great. I'm going to go over here real quick. Let's see. Amadeo says, I like to put the corn scoop on top of the mashed potatoes. That's exactly what you do. All right, so we talked about mashed potatoes, corn, gravy, stuffing, sweet potato casserole. Oh, cauliflower casserole. I know people do it. I think we usually have a cauliflower casserole that gets brought to this house. It's perfectly fine. It's got like a cheesy base to it. If it's done well, it's good. If it's not done well, maybe not. Now, this is the one. This is the one. Cranberry sauce. We have to have a conversation about cranberry sauce. Okay. Cranberry sauce goes one of two ways, and you have to be really, really careful. So if you are one of the people in this world who actually enjoys the cranberry sauce in a can, which I'm not going to judge. If you like the cranberry sauce and the whatever that sound is, of the cranberry sauce hitting the plate and then jiggling, right? If you like that cranberry sauce, I will not judge you. It has a place. It's a sweet cranberry sauce. But then somebody, I'm pretty sure it's contractually obligated, somebody who shows up to your house, or you if you're hosting, has to make the fresh cranberry sauce, right? That has some kind of a real tartness to it to kind of help cut through the richness of everything else on the plate. Now, my wife's aunt is the one who makes the tart cranberry sauce, and it is my favorite thing. It is maybe the thing that jumps out the most on Thanksgiving. It is the thing that warms the cockles of my heart. It's nice, it's bright, it's citrusy, it's tart. And when you're in the midst of having, turkey and this year brisket and mashed potatoes and everything else, have a little bit of cranberry sauce, the tart cranberry sauce to kind of cut through it. It's fantastic. The real next level thing is to take a little bit of the canned cranberry sauce, a little bit of the tart cranberry sauce, put them together with a little bit of turkey, a little bit of mash, maybe a little bit of stuffing, some corn, some gravy. Perfect bite. Perfect bite. That's cranberry sauce. Let me see here. Havoken 90 or 45 says candy yams. I don't do candy yams. We do sweet potato casserole, but we don't do candied yams. I won't judge you if you want to do candied yams. I think it's perfectly acceptable. I hope you enjoy them. Amadeo says his family never did homemade cranberry sauce. Well, that's on your family. You guys have to have a conversation about that. Yeah. Fawcett says cranberry sauce in a can is nostalgic. It's pretty good. Now, Amadeo here with a good point. Biscuits. So biscuits are okay. Biscuits are perfectly acceptable. I know a lot of people who do like the Pillsbury crescent rolls as like the bread representation. My wife last night was like, I think I'm going to make some homemade rolls, which are fantastic, and I wouldn't falter. But I said, what about just doing cornbread? Because cornbread is also fantastic. You could do cornbread muffins if you want. Kind of gives you all of the good bits and all the good feels. And since we're doing brisket, what goes better with brisket than cornbread? I'm actually starting to think that we might need a coleslaw which really doesn't belong on a Thanksgiving plate. But since we're doing the brisket, now you can. This is part of the problem, though, with doing two different kinds of protein. It's one thing to have a roasted turkey and a smoked turkey and now have a brisket as well, but it's a lot. It's a lot of different things competing on the plate. But there is a way to make it all cohesive and come together. Biscuits are okay. I have no problem with biscuits. I will not hold anyone. I won't hold against anybody if they want biscuits on their plate. You want rolls, you want cornbread, live your best life. I think we've covered all of the major food points. Now, desserts are where we have to have a conversation, okay? What do we do with desserts? Okay. Do pies actually belong at Thanksgiving? I could actually make a case that cohesively, cakes are better for Thanksgiving than pie. I could make a case that a really good pumpkin cake or a pumpkin bread or a Jewish apple cake could actually be a better life choice, a better call than pie. I like a nice apple pie. Don't get me wrong. I love a good apple pie. Pumpkin pie is okay. I feel like it gets bailed out by either Cool Whip or whipped cream. I don't think pumpkin pie is really that great. I think pumpkin pie is the thing that we've held on way too long to in this country. I think it's about time that we, elevate our cuisine beyond pumpkin pie. Pumpkin flavored things are fine. I'll tell you what, somebody wants to have like a pumpkin spice coffee tomorrow, I'll make them a pumpkin spice coffee. Somebody wants to have a pumpkin spice espresso, I'll make them a pumpkin spice espresso or a pumpkin Americano. I don't care. But a pumpkin pie, I'm not so sure we need that anymore. I'm not sure that we do. An apple pie, sure. Cherry pie, maybe. Blueberry pie doesn't belong on Thanksgiving. Sweet potato pie, trying too hard. I think a pumpkin cake, my mom has made it before, a pumpkin cake with like a chocolate drizzle over top, fantastic. I don't think we have to limit it to pie. But you know what? It is Thanksgiving. And if I'm going to do turkey and I'm going to do brisket, maybe we need to have pies and we need to have turkeys. I think cakes are totally acceptable, though.